coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Throwing on first down. Greenwood firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw on second down. Greenwood.
Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down, and even 40 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Burton, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. On second down, it's Burton, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. To throw on third down, Greenwood. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Looking to throw. Greenwood steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll try the left side. Burton. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's fourth. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9 now. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The New York set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On second down now, it's Burton, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They run the counter. It's Burton, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Burton, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down, Greenwood. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 48 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On second down, it's Burton. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll keep it on the ground. Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They go play action here on first down.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Burton.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Burton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Greenwood trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th down. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down now. It's Burton. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Greenwood. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greenwood. And he'll just get rid of it. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off play action. Greenwood. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We remind you coming up at halftime. Charles, you want a way to enhance your Saturday?
I do.
I know you do. I've got the thing just for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando to take us through the weekend in the NFL. The again. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Back to throw again. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll set up to throw. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second and 3. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the 1st half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 Divisional Round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jets. And they did have some success running the football in those first two quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. Meanwhile, on the other side, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 2nd down, it's Burton trying to run inside, but nothing there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Greenwood. And this one is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 47-yard line.
And the ball is knocked out. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
New York set to take the field.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Greenwood. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Greenwood. And that is incomplete. They'll try and run for it. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Off the play fake, Greenwood. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. To throw on second down. Greenwood throwing right, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Burton, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, Greenwood. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Eluding the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 on the play. It's now 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! 5-yard touchdown. And the Flyers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So out now come the Jets. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Throwing to start the drive. Greenwood. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Greenwood. Looking middle, and that's complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Greenwood. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Greenwood. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And now out comes Houston. And several days ago, you and I talked with a couple of guys in the meetings about how big is home field advantage. And they kind of downplayed it a bit, but I think we're seeing here today, building up this lead, looks like they're going to win. Why home field advantage in the divisional round so important?
Yeah, they may have downplayed it, but we could also sense that it was important to them because nothing has to change. You don't have to uproot anything. Sometimes when you're going on the road, you may have to even leave earlier in order to get acclimated if it's going to be a tough environment against the team you're going to play. So being at home is a big deal. But now they know, at least they feel like it, they're moving on to the championship round. There's got to be no better feeling. They'll get that 24-hour rule in. Enjoy that before they look forward to the next opponent.
Right back to him on 1st down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator,
You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Greenwood. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
On 2nd down now. It's Burton. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Greenwood. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Burton. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Greenwood. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
152 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.